The lanterns in Marrowmere never burned out. They floated above the blackwater canals like memory itself. Slow, luminous, and just a little too quiet. No one knew who lit them. No one asked. The city was built on forgetting after all, or pretending, or both. I lived above an abandoned bathhouse in a room that smelled faintly of lavender and rust. People came to me for things they didn't want to admit needing: charms to forget a face, salves for grief that stuck to the ribs, whispers wrapped in wax paper. I didn't ask questions. That was the rule in Marrowmere. Don't look too long, don't name what doesn't want naming, and never touch the water after dusk. But something was changing. The fog rolled in earlier than it used to. Birds stopped singing at dawn. People whispered about the Ferryman again. They said he was more myth than man, a cursed immortal bound to the blackwater, ferrying lost souls from one shore to another. But lately, people said he'd been seen stepping onto the land, walking, watching, looking for someone. I didn't believe it until he knocked on my door. He didn't look like death, he looked like someone who'd known it too well. Tall, with pale hands and eyes the color of drowned things. Blue, then black, then gone. He wore no cloak, no mask, just a coat that looked older than the city itself, and a quietness that wrapped around him like a second skin. "I need something," he said. His voice didn't echo, it sank. What kind of something? A name. My hands went still. Names were currency in Marrowmere, dangerous things. They rooted, they tethered, they broke spells or started wars. Only desperate souls asked for one, and only fools gave them away. I should have turned him out. Instead, I offered him tea. He didn't drink it, just held the cup and watched the steam vanish. "I once had a name," he said. "Before I was bound to the river, I lost it when I broke the pact. Now, I think it's killing me." I didn't ask what the pact was. He looked at me with something raw beneath the calm. "I think someone stole it." Days passed. He came again and again. Each visit he brought something: a feather carved from bone, a vial of river light, a torn page from a book no one remembered writing. We didn't speak much, but silence with him felt intentional, like music with the notes pulled out. I began dreaming of the water, of voices I didn't recognize, of a woman in white, standing on the edge of a boat, calling my name. And then one night, he kissed me, soft, certain, like he'd already done it 100 times in 100 lives. I remember something. He whispered, "The way your voice felt before you spoke it." I should have run, I should have called the seers, I should have done anything but what I did. I kissed him back. The next morning, the lanterns didn't rise. The city woke to silence and fear, because everyone knew what it meant when the lights went dark. A soul had returned to the water, one that never should have. That evening, he didn't come. I went to the canal myself. I waited, and when the fog broke, I saw the boat, empty, except for a mirror. In its reflection, I wasn't myself. I was her. The woman in white, the one from my dreams. She looked like me, but older, wiser, sadder, and behind her stood the Ferryman. But not the one I'd known. This one was younger, gentler eyes, not yet hollowed by time, and she, me, was laughing. Then the vision shattered. I fell back onto the dock, gasping, and I remembered everything. I was the one who broke the pact, not him. I was the one who made him forget, who gave my name in exchange for his freedom centuries ago, during the flood that nearly swallowed the city whole. We had loved once, deeply, recklessly. But when the river demanded a soul, I offered mine, and when he tried to follow, I bound him to the boat, to forgetting, to save him. He'd wandered all this time, looking for what he lost. And it was me. I returned to my shop, opened the old chest in the floorboards, found the ribbon I had hidden inside, a lock of hair tied with a forgotten name, Kale. I whispered it aloud. The windows blew open. The river roared like something being reborn, and he was there, soaked, trembling, but whole. He looked at me like dawn looks at the dark. "You found me," he said. "No," I whispered, reaching for his hand. "I let you." The lanterns rose again that night, but this time they burned red, not in warning, in remembrance. Some love stories bend time. Ours shattered it, and then rewrote it.